Today, we will be fixing the head gasket in this Datsun truck. This truck is pretty beat up. The bumper's bent. It's missing a turn signal cover. This fender's bent up. But nothing's really broken on it, and it's still, other than the head gasket, it will still drive. And we're using it to store hay. See, the seat is considerably lower than the other seat. $182,000 miles. You can see that it's pretty basic. It's got an analog clock. This is a 5-speed. It's powered by a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder. You can see that this is a 8-plug engine. This one seems to be modified. I don't know what that exhaust manifold is, but it does have a blowout. And everything is really easy to work on. There's the horn. And this is a carbureted one, but they did make them as fuel injected. Not much. It makes 86 horsepower. Some people say they can get up to 40 miles per gallon in these things. They're very lightweight. It looks like someone's made a plywood battery tray. Small radiator. I thought it would be bigger. And it's a lot cleaner than I thought it would be. It's still got black paint on it. But these are not very powerful. But this is the most reliable of the Z series engines if you were to get a carbureted one. So to get it running, we need to change the head gasket. In this engine, it's relatively easy to change the head gasket. There's not much in here, and you don't have to remove a lot of stuff to get to the head. So we got the motor torn down to the valves, and we noticed that this is not looking good. Like the valve timing chain has a little bit of rust on it, but hopefully the lower end is looking better than that. here's the valves and the camshaft down in there. We need to find a wrench to get those bolts out, since we need an open-ended wrench and not a socket. The manifold bolts are coming off. Those can usually be problematic, but this was a pretty productive session of working on the engine. We got the carburetor taped over, and here's the valve cover. We're going to put that back on and then take a break for the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, and we've been working on it for about an hour. We've been trying to get this exhaust manifold taken out, and that was more complicated than we thought it was going to be. But we got that off, so now we're going to work on the intake and the belt tensioner. The problem with the exhaust was, see, the pipe was hitting that steering column type thing, that bolt right there, but we eventually turned it to just the right spot so we could pull it off. And we've got these, I gotta take this belt tensioner off, and we got those bolts, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff on this side that's kind of hard to get to, so I'm going to start on that now. So I got the pulley, the belt tensioner pulley. That's not good. But this thing is pretty complicated. Get the intake manifold off. You can see that bolt down there. It's really hard to get something on that, and we don't have any of the tools, so I don't know if we should take the carburetor off and the water jacket right there, and then take the head and the intake manifold off as one piece, or buy a ratcheting wrench or something to get those. But this is where we're stopped right now. So I didn't get much done yesterday. I did make this timing chain block right here. This morning I got the carburetor taken off, and look at that. See there? This is a 2627 Weber. Looks like it needs cleaning, but this is an aftermarket carburetor, so that's good. I think that adds like 20 horsepower. I don't know, I'll have to look. And still haven't got the intake manifold off. but we're getting there.